Hello, Sunshines. Here is a shortened version of my live the other day. This is the Miracle Takes Time quest. It is the first quest in the Remembering that takes place. I hope you enjoy. Oh my, is it really? It couldn't be. Oh, let me have a look at you. Super cute. Blossom? Oh, it is you, isn't it? You must be the fairy god. I'm here to help. What happened here? I don't know how it could be anyone else. And there's no one I'd rather you be, for you really are quite dear to me. Hello from France. Aw, that's so awesome. Well, thank you for chiming in. And there's no one I'd rather you be. You really are quite dear to me. Now, where is that one? I was sure Oh dear, I'm holding it, aren't I? Well, then I suppose that's one problem solved, isn't it? And now that you are here, perhaps together we can solve another. Oh, but let me get one more look at you. It's been far too long, my dear.
Oh.
It really is you, isn't it? And not that shadow of you. Shadow of me? Are you talking about the Forgotten? That's part of the reason why I'm wearing this outfit. Yes, but now I'm certain that it's you. What a relief. You see, I've been trying to solve a magical conundrum the Forgotten left behind. Long ago, the Forgotten stole the Orb of Remembrance and hid it, along with some lost memories in the Dreamscape. What is the Dreamscape? Let's go ahead and click it. For those who don't know. You may know... You may not know its name, but you've been there before, nearly every time you've closed your eyes. The Dreamscape is a place between dreams and the walking world. The rules there, well, they're a bit out of order. And it's a fine place for hiding things such as an orb, or perhaps memories you'd rather forget. What sorts of memories did the Forgotten hide? Okay. I'm afraid I haven't the faintest idea. That's one of the reasons I was so happy to see you. It seems to me the Forgotten would want to forget the same sorts of things you might. As for me, well, I'm afraid I don't need a dreamscape or spell to forget things. I seem to do all on my own. That's why I always tie my cape on, you know? Otherwise, I'd never remember where I'd put it. So how do we get the orb back? Well, that's what I've been trying to do here all along. But every spell I've tried simply hasn't worked. You mean you've been Goodness. You've been in this pumpkin house the whole time trying to figure this out on your own?
Oh, no.
Yes, but I'm afraid I've only managed to bumble it. The Forgotten has hidden the door to the Dreamscape behind a powerful illusion, and no matter what I do, I can't seem to lift it. Oh, but now you're here. Your magic is just like the Forgotten's. Perhaps if we combined our magic together. I'm on it. One illusion dispelling enchantment coming right up. There's nothing in the world I admire more than someone who delights in their duties and doesn't see them as a chore. Now, before the night thorns parted me from the rest of the village, I managed to grab a handful of spell books. One enchantment seems to hold the most promise. Would you be a dear and gather some purified night shards for it? I'll take care of the rest. Just meet me back here once you've found it. After all, what's lost must be found again. And on you, I know we can depend.
Now off you go, bippity-boppity-boo.
Purified night shard. I don't know why I was looking for just night shard a second ago. Okay, there we go. So now it says, bring the fairy godmother the purified night shard. Oh, look at you, dear. You found everything I asked for. Let's see. Yes, this should do nicely. Now come along and don't be slow. To the dreamscape we must go. Uh-oh. Wait, is the dreamscape dangerous? Well, the only dangers in the dreamscape are the ones you carry in your mind.
Oh no.
And whatever the Forgotten may have left behind. Now then, meet me at the mountain in the middle of the Forgotten Lands. See you soon. Here we are, the gateway between Dreamlight Valley and the dreamscape. Inside, we'll find the place between waking life and this realm, the realm of dreams. It's, not as impressive as... Am I missing something here? I'm afraid we all are. We need to look with more than just our eyes. Focus your magic. Soon all will be unveiled. The Forgotten's illusion must be dispelled. Dreamscape, reveal yourself.
I'll see you soon, dear.
Well, there's the treehouse that was in the picture. I picked up all the memories, but there are some pieces missing. Yes, these memories. While they're just pieces of something larger that the Forgotten meant to hide. Goodness gracious. I'm afraid the Forgotten has hidden something much deeper. If we're to uncover it, well, it won't be as simple as finding the memories. I'm afraid you'll have to live the Forgotten's lost memories
During this
yourself.
part right here, you go around the dreamscape and you have to collect these memories.
Yes, but
and then you will
just
go
in a
back and
sense,
talk to
the
the fairy
dreamscape
godmother
only has the
to figure
power
out what
to
your next
show.
step is.
So how do I do this? How do I live out the Forgotten's memories? The dreamscape always finds a way. Follow me and don't delay. First, uncover the Forgotten's first lost memory in the dreamscape. See what Mickey wants this time. Oh my goodness.
Hiya, pal!
Oh, hiya, Blossom. You're just who I was looking for. You were looking for me. But why? Who cares about boring old me? Gosh, I care about you a ton, and, well, you haven't seemed like yourself lately. Is there anything you want to talk about? Nobody understands me. No, nothing is wrong. Everything is fine. Why can't I ever say how I feel? You sure everything's okay, pal? Everything. It's fine, I'm okay. I'm great, I'm amazing. What's the point? Nobody would get it anyways. Well, alright, but you know, if you ever need to talk, I'm always around. What do you want to talk to me about anyway? Oh right, I almost forgot. I noticed there are all sorts of new flowers growing around the valley. And I wanted to make a big bouquet for Minnie to show her how special she is. I thought maybe you could help because, well, you're the best in the whole valley at picking out nice flowers. Sure, fine, I'll pick out you some flowers. Oh, I screwed that up too.
Yeah!
Oh, that's kind of sad. Thanks, pal. And hey, just remember, I'm always here to talk. Alright, uncover the Forgotten's first lost memory in the dreamscape. Pick some ugly flowers to make some kind of bouquet. Whatever. Oh my goodness.
Oh, hello!
So what's this? It's a gift from Mickey. A bouquet of blossom. It's so original. Did Mickey make it? No, I did. How kind of you. I'm very grateful, Blossom. But before you go, I wanted to make sure that everything is alright. You haven't seemed quite yourself lately. Why does everyone keep saying that? I'm fine. That's good to hear, and thank you for the flowers. It was a lovely gesture. I'll go find a vase for them right away. They look like they just need a little love and care. Like all of us sometimes. I don't think that's gonna help.
How sweet!
I found some nice flowers. Made a bouquet, gave it to Minnie. You did? Thanks, pal. But, you didn't have to do all that on your own. You could have just given them to me and I would have taken care of the rest. Or even better, we could have made it together. Alright, makes sense. Well, it's done, so whatever, I guess. That's okay, pal. I just go and see how many liked them. Thanks again. See, I think Goofy's looking for you. Maybe you could go find him. You know, I was just thinking, I can't remember the last time we shared a yummy meal together. I'm not really hungry. Yeah, I can't remember either. Well, I just finished up about the juiciest shrimp I've ever seen. How about I gave you that? And maybe you could go round up the rest of the ingredients and we'll make a bouillabaisse. Okay. Ew, that looks gross. There's your nasty bouillabaisse. Gosh, you cooked the whole meal yourself? Well, thanks, Blossom, but I was hoping we could cook it together. Now, what are you talking about, Goofy? We're always having to do stuff by ourselves in this whole game. Oh. Well, that's okay. At least we can share it together, right? I'm not hungry. You okay, pal? Ugh, like anybody would understand, even if I could explain it to them. I'm fine. Uh-oh. Alright. Now I'm gonna dig into this meal you cooked for me. I can't wait to try it. You're gonna get a stomach bug from it. It smells kinda interesting. Maybe I'll just save it for later. Must be one of those dishes that gets even better after it sits for a bit. Say, I think Minnie was looking for you. You might want to go see what she wants.
So long!
Hello?
You want something?
Oh.
Oh, yes, I do. Ugh, what's it going to be this time? I just wanted to tell you that you're loved. What? I am? Of course, everyone here cares so much about you. You mustn't be afraid to let your friends know how you feel, even if you might feel a little silly doing it. I wish I could disappear. Blossom? It's fine. I'm fine. Thanks for the talk. You've returned. Splendid. Now, what did you learn inside? It was so strange. I felt everything the Forgotten must have felt. The Forgotten... I think stopped being able to share their feelings. The Forgotten was so sad and lonely and frustrated, but they couldn't seem to talk about it anymore with anyone. Oh yes, sometimes the most painful thing to have is a friendly ear, when what you want is to be so sure no one will hear. I fear that the key to stopping the Forgotten lies in another of these memories. But do you feel at least that you understand the Forgotten a bit better now? Yes. The Forgotten never asked to be stuck here. If I felt that lonely and frustrated, I guess I might do some of the things the Forgotten has done too. Many would, but just because we can understand the Forgotten doesn't mean we must agree the path that they walk down. Let's hope that the next memory holds the key to finding the Forgotten and helping them. Now, Blossom, follow me. There's so much more here to see.
What a pleasure.
That's who I was hoping to see. Darling, tell me you've noticed all those ugly night thorns sprouting around the valley. And how some of the villagers are starting to lose their memories. Merlin hasn't the faintest clue what might be causing it. But don't worry. I won't tell him it's all your fault. My fault? Well, of course it is. The village clearly reflects you, your dreams, your desires, your fears. And we've all noticed that you haven't been yourself lately. What? No, I'm fine. You must lie to Mother Gothel. You know how I hate that. But don't worry. There's nothing wrong with you. You're simply growing up. You're finally seeing the world for the cruel and dangerous place it is. Maybe you're right. I always am. Now trust me, after all, we must look out for ourselves. In fact, follow me. You have much to learn.
What a pleasure.
Here we are. Now pay attention, dear. These pillars have been here for as long as anyone in the village can remember. If you ask Merlin, he'd tell you they symbolize the virtues that hold this village together and protect it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how that man loves to hear himself talk. Don't you insult Merlin. What a pity. You still insist on defending Merlin even though he's done nothing but lie to you. Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, yes.
Merlin told you that these pillars protect the village, but they don't. They only prevent brilliant people like us from reaching our full potential. Everything he's told you about light and dark magic, friendship, trust, and so on, nothing more than lies to keep you under his control. I don't believe you. Well, there's one way for you to find out for sure. Rip the orb out of the pillar, then you'll see what I'm saying is true.
Are you still here? I'm just teasing.
Show Mother Gothel the orb.
Oh, hello, dear.
The orb, darling, you've done it. And not to worry, I'll dispose of it safely. Mustn't let it fall into the wrong hands. Oh, well, that's how she ended up with it. Now see, doesn't everything feel better without that pesky pillar getting in the way? I guess you're right. Of course I am, dear. I can't wait to show you how much grander life can be when you aren't forced to live under Merlin's rules. But first, you'll have to do me one itsy-bitsy favor. What is it? Oh, I do love how obliging you are, Blossom. You really should show this side of yourself more often. Now to the task at hand. I'm devastated that I've lost one of my most prized possessions, a jewel-encrusted mirror. I was admiring myself when I simply dropped it in the water somewhere around here. How clumsy of me. I'll get it, don't worry. And that's why I love you, dear. You do those things without asking bothersome questions. Finding my jewel-encrusted mirror will be no trouble for you. Simply use that fishing rod of yours in the waters of this area. I'll be waiting for you near the giant willow, not doing anything suspicious. Ha! I'm just teasing, darling. See you soon.
Ta-ta.
There it is.
Oh, hello, dear.
My mirror, you found it. And so quickly, I knew I could count on you. This mirror's a piece of junk.
Yeah.
Of course it is, darling. Did you really think I would ever drop something of value? Oh, don't look so upset. You must stop taking everything so seriously. Now, shall I tell you my plan? You see, Blossom, I've always wondered if that Dreamlight magic of yours might work like Rapunzel's magic hair. So I borrowed a little book from Merlin, traded for a few potions and ingredients from Ursula, and now, that the magic of the orb is gone, there's nothing to stop me from throwing it all together to keep you safe in the giant willow forever. Oh, so she wants to lock us in the willow instead of herself. It's for your own good, dear. The world outside is far too dangerous. Trust me, it's better this way. You'll see, in time, that I can be a very loving mother.
Are you still
Goodness, what did you find in the Forgotten Second Memory? You look as if you've seen a ghost. Not a ghost, just a Gothel. She betrayed the Forgotten. The Forgotten trusted her, and she tried to do something horrible. Oh, I'm sorry, dear. When we feel alone, that's often when we're the most vulnerable. Now, I don't know if it brings us any closer to saving the valley, but perhaps now you understand the Forgotten a bit better. The Forgotten's pain is becoming so real to me. How could the Forgotten ever trust anyone again after what Mother Gothel did? Once all this is over, I'm going to need to have a talk with her. Trust is fragile, dear. We must beware. Once broken, it's difficult to repair. Now then, I'm afraid we still don't have all the answers we need, But perhaps we'll find them through this final gate. Follow me.
Greetings.
Ah, at last. You're the only one here who's not a complete fool. I'm not falling for it, Scar. Oh, Blossom, you wound me. My intentions are honorable, I promise. Now then, I have a small question to ask you. It seems to me that those of us who are wise, strong, and cunning should take up the mantle of leadership. Yes, I agree. Oh, you were ever so wise. Unfortunately, there's one minor inconvenience stopping us from assuming power. It's that monstrosity there, near the end of the river. You mean the pillar on the orb of nurturing? Goodness. Precisely. The windbag with the white mane spends hours examining it, placating as if he's trying to understand its power. But I'm certain it's there to watch over us, to keep us in our place, as it were. I guess we could tear the orb out, like I tore out the one in the Glade of Trust. Precisely, and that's just what I've tried. But it seems to feed off the nature around it. If only someone could injure the flora and fauna, temporarily of course, perhaps you'd be able to destroy it. Is he trying to trick me, like Mother Gothel did? I can't trust him. But I can't trust Merlin either. I'll do it. I'll get that orb out of the pillar. I knew you'd see reason. If it were me, I'd start by destroying the hideous flowers scattered about. I never have cared for them.
Run along now, Andrew.
You can feel it, can't you? Whatever that monstrosity is, its power has begun to wane. But there is still more work to do. What should I do next? No, I have an idea. I'm sure you've noticed all the strange weeds sprouting up. The night thorns, you mean? Yes. If we must use that windbag's name for them. Regardless of the moniker, I rather like them. Don't you? Though they do seem to sap the life out of everything around them. Wanting to know more, I dug where you would expect to see seeds, and instead I found these small bits of darkness. I suppose you could plant them and see what happens. Try near the pillar itself, or the entrance to those caverns over there, or that Dreamlight tree that Simba's so fond of. I'll be waiting near my den when you finish the task. That's 5. What if you need to water them? Alright, so there's those. So you have to water them first before it'll show up that they are complete.
It's about time.
You've done it. Bravo. Now I just give that pesky thing to me. The Orb of Nurturing? Only for safekeeping, of course. I may not understand exactly what it is, but I know something powerful and dangerous when I see it. He is tricking me. He's tricking me just like Mother Gothel did. You? I know exactly what you're trying to do, and I'm not going to fall for it. Oh dear. Temper, Blossom. Can't you see that you've already done exactly what I wanted? Look at everything you've broken. The other villagers will never forgive you for this. You're wrong. Am I? You can only fool yourself for so long. You must see how the villagers are ignoring you more and more. How it seems like they're looking right through you. Oh, there's no point in worrying. I can easily fix this for you. Simply let me rule Dreamlight Valley. It'll be an immense burden, but I'm prepared to make the sacrifice. Besides, it's really your only choice. Make me king and stand at my side. Or run away and never return. You'll never be king, Scar. I'll make sure of that. Ah, you ingrate. After all I've done for you, if you come to your senses, I'll be in my cave.
Well, hello.
Blossom, well, I was looking for Scar, but never mind that. You and I are long past due for a chat. Go ahead, yell at me. Yell at you? Why would I? Oh, no, no, no. I'm not angry. I'm rather worried. Of course I'm concerned about all that's going on in the village, but it's you I'm most worried about. Well, you don't have to worry, because I'll run away. I'll run away and never return. Please, Blossom, let me explain. You don't even have to listen if you don't care to.
Yes.
Now then, it's only natural that, as you mature, there will be parts of yourself you question, things you wish to leave behind. But there are some things you must never lose faith in. Friendship, love, acts of care for one another, they're the most powerful magic of all. And they're the greatest forces in Dreamlight Valley. Or, well, anywhere. Feel very powerful. I see sometimes when we feel cut off from love, from friendship, it might appear that way. But impressions can be misleading. We all care deeply about you, I promise. Love and friendship are always here for you when you're in need of them. You're lying. Every word I've said is the truth. Be careful of the path you're walking down, Blossom. I implore you.
Such a shame.
Some things you must never be forgotten. Some things must be forgotten. Well, Blossom, what did you discover in the final memory? Scar tricked the Forgotten into helping the Nightthorn spread. And then Merlin showed up. Merlin warned the Forgotten not to lose faith in love, friendship, and the power of small acts of care. But it was too late. The Forgotten was too far gone. We mustn't give up. Merlin may have planted a seed in the Forgotten's mind. Perhaps it just needs a little watering. In the final memory, it looked like the Forgotten ran away to the castle. I've seen that castle before. There's another side of Dreamlight Valley, a shadowy side. You can get there through portals. Of course. If you're ever to save the Forgotten, you must venture to the Forgotten's home and face them there. But how to get there? Perhaps it's time I consult with Merlin. Oh, before I depart, now that the Forgotten's memories are recovered, the Orb of Remembrance is repaired. Be a dear and return it to the pillar in the Forgotten Lands, while I seek out Merlin. Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
I'll see you soon, dear.
After all this time, here we are, face to face. I have all these memories in my head of all of a sudden. You must have seen them too. So you must know what I am by now. You're my inner child, aren't you? You split off from me when I stopped visiting Dreamlight Valley. Inner child? But how can we really say which one of us is the real Blossom? Maybe you're just the part that moved on, a piece of me that left. No sudden moves, I'm watching you. I want to talk, but you better not try to rip open a portal or hex me or anything like that. You're afraid of me? Good, you should be. Maybe Merlin should have been afraid of me too, instead of thinking I was some weakling who needed his help. Needing help doesn't make you weak. That's what Merlin was trying to tell you. Caring for others, that's not something you leave behind. It makes us stronger, not weaker. It holds the valley together. Please, let us help you. You think I didn't try to ask for help? After that day with Scar, no one could hear me. I was trapped in the shadows, alone, lost. It takes all my magic now just to step out into the light. But you're here now. Let's fix all of this. Fix all of this. That's exactly what I've been trying to do. I haven't been hiding. I've been busy. Busy doing what? Do you expect me to just tell you my whole plan? Like some kind of villain at the end of a movie? If you've got a plan, I can help. You could never help, because you could never understand. There's only one way to make sure that no one ever gets pulled to the dark side of Dreamlight Valley, like I was. Only one way to make sure no one is ever lonely again. I need to rip open the walls between worlds, between Dreamlight Valley and the other side. And now I had the last thing I was missing, the way to fuel the spell, the Orb of Remembrance. Blossom, something's happened, hasn't it? The sky above the valley seems to be opening. Wait a moment. What happened to the Orb of Remembrance? The Forgotten showed up and stole it from me. The Forgotten? Oh dear. That's not all. The Forgotten is planning some sort of spell to tear down the wall between Dreamlight Valley and the dark side. Goodness. The want to rend the fabric of reality, tear down the wall between one world and the next. That's a very dangerous sort of magic. With just the slightest slip, the Forgotten could destroy everything. You mean all of Dreamlight Valley? No, I mean everything. Dreamlight Valley, the dark side, the here and there, the realms. Perhaps even the waking world. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. No lost inner child of mine is going to destroy the universe. I know I can stop this. It's difficult magic, dear. For now, Dreamlight Valley is safe and stable, but we must do what we can while we're able. Soon, you'll have the choice but to cross the dark side of Dreamlight Valley and confront the Forgotten. I'll consult with Merlin on how we might do that. In the meantime, you should do what you always done. Keep taking care of Dreamlight Valley. Thanks so much for watching. This is the end of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so that way you don't miss anything.